everybody, welcome to Comics from the Future. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is our big show where we show you some of the biggest and best comics that you can pre-order by this weekend. So head on over to infinityflux.net right now where you can start placing your pre-orders because there's maybe the biggest books of the year on this. I mean, in the running, one of them may be in the end the biggest book of the year, but we'll have to see. So infinityflux.net, make your pre-orders. Your pre-orders are due Sunday by 9 o'clock. That way you don't have to worry about these books selling out, especially some of these variants. You never know about variants, how many a store is going to order, how many we're going to order. That's all depending on what you pre-order. So it's very, very important. And yeah, let's get right into it because this is a big week and you'll know exactly why when we go to our Prime Comic pre-orders.
And we are starting with Marvel, DC, Deadpool, and Batman #1. So this is the one that's...
Wait, is it Marvel or DC?
It's both. It's like peanut butter and jelly. You get... I don't know why that... doesn't make any sense. But, so this is the one that's published by Marvel. We're going to get another one later that's published by DC that's Batman Deadpool, but we don't have as much information about that yet. We don't know when it's coming out.
We don't know who's going to star in it.
There's no telling. But this is it. This is the first of what I think is going to be a few different Marvel DC crossovers. We know we're getting some more in 2026. We don't know which ones yet. We don't know when, but we know they're coming. But this is the first one. So this is going to be written by Zeb Wells, and the art is by Greg Capullo. And in this one, Deadpool has been hired for a job in Gotham City, but will Batman help him or destroy him? I don't think he's going to destroy him.
Destroy's a bit hard.
Yeah, they'll probably fight for a little bit and then team up. I am interested to see how annoying Batman finds Deadpool, and if it's more annoying than I find it. But yeah, this is going to be great. This also has backup stories with Daredevil and Green Arrow, written by Kevin Smith, with art by Adam Kubert. There's a Captain America Wonder Woman story from Chip Zdarsky and Terry Dodson. And there's a Jeff the Land Shark and Crypto team-up from Kelly Thompson and Gurihiru. So, really awesome stuff. They showed a preview page from the Daredevil Green Arrow story today, and that looks really cool. Yeah, so I'm so excited about this, and definitely this is why we talk about infinityflux.net. Get your pre-orders in because this one, it's going to sell like hotcakes, especially all these variants are going to go.
This is the first time in like 20 years that a Marvel DC crossover has happened, and we were under...
A new one anyway,
yeah. And we were under the impression for a while, like, we're never going to get this because now that the two companies have become so corporate and so, with the movies and all of that, who is printing it, who's licensing what, so that this got announced and this is coming out is a miracle.
Yeah, I have said with my full chest more than once that, Marvel and DC will never cross over again, and then they gave us the Amalgam Omnibus.
That was our first, maybe.
Yeah, and then, they also the Marvel DC Omnibus, and then I said with my full chest again, get these while you can, because once they're gone, and Marvel and DC will never cross over again, and then now we have this. So I will never say never again, basically. Who knows what could happen, but...
I think there may be a chance that we get an Amalgam something now. Next year, that could be really, really cool.
Somebody asked me about that just recently, and I said, I'm not going to say never anymore. I say it's unlikely, but who knows at this point?
Who knows? And all that being said, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Don't miss out on this, because this is going to be, whenever they do these crossovers, it's kind of historic, especially now.
And all of these are a one-shot as well. So there's not going to be a Deadpool Batman #2. Like, it's just this book with those backups.
I'm 99%
sure. Who knows? Maybe there will be. This is going to be an ongoing series. No, definitely it's not ongoing. All right, so there's a bunch of variants for this. So this is our A cover from Greg Capullo. There is also an Art Germ variant.
I love seeing who's crossing over in these two.
Give me that story.
Yeah,
I want that story.
I want all of these stories.
Yeah. There's a Daniel Warren Johnson variant. I want to see that.
King and Barda.
Yeah, there's a Esad Ribic variant. There is a Greg Capullo wraparound variant, and it's got Batman on the cover there.
Yep.
We've got a Gurihiru variant. That story is going to be great. There is an Insignia mashup. There's a J. Scott Campbell variant, so there you go.
Psylocke and Huntress is also... It's a team-up of the purples.
You're going to have to pre-order this one if you want it, because I guarantee that one will just not last 5 seconds. There's a Marco Cicchetto variant, and this is the one I'm getting, because I'm really excited about those two. There's a Mark Bagley foil variant.
I would like to see Deadpool meet Joker and be like, who's more annoying in this situation?
Well, I think Joker is in this. I'm pretty sure that Deadpool, the job that he gets hired to do is to take out Joker. I think. I might be wrong. Joker's in one of them. If it's not this one, it's the other one that's coming out later. Yeah. But so there's a Peach Momoko variant. I want to see that.
Batgirl.
There's a Pepe Larraz variant. I want to see that.
That's so good.
There's a red blank cover.
I want to see that.
I know, right? There's a Russell Dodderman homage variant to Infinity Gauntlet. That is
also going to be very big with all of those characters on there.
Ryan Stegman has a variant. Nice homage cover there. There's a Scotty Young variant. And there is a Terry Dodson variant. I might have to get all these because these are too good.
Can we set up a bundle deal where you get one of each because they're all so good?
Because how often do you get, even if these stories aren't ever going to happen like Rogue and Poison Ivy, how often do you get an official artwork with two of the Marvel DC characters together?
And I love the caliber of creators they put on here. Like they skimmed right off the top with all of these. These are artists at the height of their careers, the height of their popularity. It is so cool. And get this, because we're going to be getting the Batman Deadpool later.
That's right.
So you got to get both of them.
Yeah.
And that's going to have a whole slew of awesome covers as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're done with Batman though, so let's move on.
I don't know if there's anything that big except for Batman number 1. Yeah. What a Batman number 1! This is a big one. This is by Matt Fraction, who I don't know if there's anything from Matt Fraction I didn't thoroughly enjoy, if not love. And the artist by Jorge Jimenez, same fantastic artist, one of my favorite artists working right now. This is a bold new era for Batman. Now, what's interesting about this is this will be coming out as Hush 2 is still going on. So you're going to have a little previous run of Batman running next to regular Batman, at least for a couple issues.
Yeah, so I think the order is we're going to get Batman number 1, and then we're going to get Batman 162, and then we're going to get Batman number 2, and then we're going to get Batman number 163, but of 2 separate runs. But they're not they're not going to delay this. That was the big question for a while. Yeah. Is this going to get delayed? But no, it's coming out September 3rd. So it's going to be a little bit weird. It's almost going to be like Batman's bi-weekly, but not really because it's 2 separate runs that are coming out. So,
but this is really cool. So we both read this issue already, and I can tell you it is awesome.
It's great, yeah.
And it does feel very new. It does feel very like next chapter of Batman. So in the solicitations, it doesn't give a whole lot of details, so I don't want to give away too much from the first issue. But in this, we've got a new look for Batman. He's got this new suit, which I love. It's got the blue incorporated into it. Some new tech, which is very interesting. I don't know if people know what that tech is yet, but
that's what I was struck with when I read this. Was like, wow, he's got several new toys, new gadgets, and they're really cool.
And some new villains. We do see kind of a gang in the first issue that are pretty horrible people that they have to take care of. And one of Batman's longtime villains has broken out of a facility, and it's up to Batman to pursue them and track them down. But when he finds them, something has changed about them in multiple ways. How does he deal with this kind of next evolution of his villain? And I wonder if maybe we're going to get that for a few villains. Mm-hmm. I would love to see kind of this version 2.0 of some of these. But there is a lot of emotion, a lot of heart to this issue. Once you get to the end and you realize kind of what all this is about. Plus, we got Tim Drake in here who goes by Robin.
Yep.
Batman refers to him as Robin, and he has a new suit that is way more traditional Robin.
It looks awesome.
It looks so good. It looks very much like his early 2000s, like a very, very red suit with a little bit light on the yellow. But one of the best Robin suits I've seen.
And when we first read this, we were very mum on that as well. But it's been out there now. Like DC has released official looks. They've released official pages of number 2 already with Tim Drake. So that's not really a spoiler anymore because DC themselves put that out there.
Yeah, and just to get you excited, this is an awesome issue. Like I said, when the villains kind of has a little bit of a redesign that you're gonna have to check out. But overall, this was awesome, and very excited about this new run because I feel like there's a lot of gravitas to this.
And I love the corner box art, just like the Superman books.
Yes.
Now they're doing it for Batman. Come on, DC, give us bring back corner box for everybody.
Across the board.
The Bullet logo, corner box art, DC is just more classic than ever. I love it.
So, of course, we've got a bunch of variant covers for this one as well, because it is a Batman #1. How could you not? We've got our A cover here by Jorge Jimenez. That is your interior artist. We've got a Jim Lee variant, which you could see on there a lot of the looks of characters for this. Like, Tim Drake down there with that suit is so cool. It looks like Damian has like a little bit of a different suit on that.
Oh, it's way different. It's not gray anymore.
It's not gray. Yeah. He looks almost more like Jason Todd's suit.
Yeah.
With a lot more green.
And this connects with something, but I'm not sure what.
I'm not sure what. But yeah, take it in because there's a lot of hints on that cover. Yeah. We also have a Mark Silvestri cover, and you may have seen some of these covers when we talked about the blind bags.
Right.
A lot of these covers are in those blind bags, but as foil editions, which is the only way you can get those. But these are open order. We have this great J. Scott Campbell cover. I love that
awesome.
one.
Yeah.
We've got a Frank Quitely cover. We've got a Del Otto cover. We've got a Totino Tedesco cover. A bat symbol cover. If you did not know what the bat symbol looked like, now you do. There is a Virgin foil of the Jimenez cover. There is now this one is unique. This is the Art Germ DC Showcase wraparound foil. So this is a wraparound foil, as you can see. And this one actually is going to be $24.99. This is a little bit pricier, but it is a very exclusive wraparound foil. All the bells and whistles. We also have a blank cover. And they are also doing what they've been doing with the Hush issues. These are the giant size special editions of the A cover. So I'm guessing these are probably going to be 11 by 17 like those others. You've got a regular cover and a foil edition of those.
And the regular is going to be $14.99. The foil is $19.99. But they're so big. I can't wait to see the beautiful artwork on the big. Yeah. All right, so can we be done talking about Batman? Are we done? Can we move on, please, from Batman?
What about one more?
Okay, one more. Fine. All right, Immortal Legend Batman #1 is finally coming out. I'm very excited to read this. So this is from Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom, and the art is from Erica Durso and Dan Mora. I'm not really sure what Dan Mora... We have a preview copy of this. Did you look through it yet?
I've not looked through the whole thing, no. I know he's, responsible for the designs.
Yeah.
And so it may have something to do with that.
Okay, so this is an interesting solicitation because it reads more like a story. It says that humanity broke the barrier between our universe and our universe's shadow, and that released horrific apparitions that craved nothing but destruction. But from this terror, a legend was born, a warrior who found a way to access the energy that binds our universe and the Shadow Universe, transforming him into a cosmic dark knight. This immortal legend was named Batman, and he fought to keep us safe, but then one day abandoned the war, though he didn't disappear entirely. Now they say he hunts a rogues gallery of monsters born from the shadows. So
it's a very different take.
Very different. If you got the Justice League Dark Tomorrow special that came out this week, there was a 4-page preview of this in the back of that looks really cool. And don't expect to see Bruce Wayne under the mask.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I don't know who it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not Bruce Wayne. Oh, I didn't notice it has the Elseworlds logo on top too. So yeah, I mean, I cannot wait for this. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. They also showed some. It might be one of the variants, but there's a Nightwing and Robin, or Nightwing and Robin are going to be in this too. But who they are and who they are, I don't know. They looks really different. So I'm excited for this. So this is the A cover from Dan Mora. There is an Omer variant. There's a Omer foil variant. And a blank variant. So I guess that Nightwing and Robin wasn't on one of these. But
maybe it's issue 2.
I think it's issue number 2, yeah. But this should be really cool. Okay, now, we really are done with Batman now,
yeah, for a little bit. He always shows up when you least expect him. Next up is another big one. This is Spider-Man 94. So, for us elder millennials and such, Spider-Man, the 90s cartoon, was one of the biggest things ever. Got a lot of people into Spider-Man and into the Marvel Universe. Some of our, built into our heads what the definitive look of some of these characters is from this show. It was such a game changer, and it came to a screeching halt with the last episode. Basically ended right in the middle of a story as Mary Jane got thrown into another dimension and Spider-Man leapt after her, and that's where it ended. Well, we've had to wait over 20 years, over 30.
30 years.
30,
well, not quite 30, but almost 30 years.
Almost 30 years to see what happened. So, Spider-Man 94, #1 by J.M. DeMatteis and Jim Tao. This is the continuation of that classic story. I love the Venom on there with the red and the blue highlights. That was such a thing in it. That's so cool. So after searching the ends of the multiverse for Mary Jane, they return back to New York. And what do they find there but some new villains? Specifically, I believe in this first issue, 2 new villains that were never in the original animated show. But we know from the comics are going to make their premiere in that as Spider-Man, I guess, gets back to regular life. I wonder how much time has passed since then, what happened to the city when he wasn't there, and what characters did we not see? There's been characters that have been created since Spider-Man, the animated series, ended, but that show had a good run of pretty much all of the villains of the time, crazy versions of them, like Morbius with little sucker finger mouths on his fingers. That was so great, yeah. But yeah, I can't wait to get back into this world because it is such a nostalgic and pivotal part of the history of Spider-Man. So don't miss out on Spider-Man 94. Issue #1, we've got an A cover here. We have the Greg Land Local Comic Shop Day variant, which I guess we're getting close to Local Comic Shop Day. We have the John Tyler Christopher. Once again, that packaging, more than any packaging, speaks to me in ways. We have the Marvel Animation variant. And we have a Ron Lim variant, which, I mean, look at that. Anytime Venom shows up, he has to have that lighting on him.
Yeah, and that's homaging Spider-Man Unlimited #1 from the early 90s. That's my childhood right there.
So excited about this. I know everybody wanted a show like X-Men 97. Maybe this is successful. We'll get something like that, but I'm just happy that this is an acknowledgement of such a great series. Yeah. So put on your pajamas, sit down in front of the TV, but pull out a comic and enjoy.
I always read comics in my pajamas in front of the TV.
Mental images. Anyways, moving on.
We have Imperial War Exiles #1.
I was just imagining you in a big, it's like Spider-Man onesie.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure my mental image was correct.
Right. Oh, for sure. Yeah. So this is from Steve Fox and Jonathan Hickman. The art is by Francesco Manna and David Tinto. And this is another of the one-shots that are tying into the Imperial storyline. They announced some new ongoing series that are going to be launching after Imperial, but this is not one of those yet. There will be an ongoing Exiles book, but this is just a one-shot for right now. So, in this one, the Shi'ar Magistrix, Xandra, has been torn from her throne, and her only hope for survival lies in a ragtag group of renegades led by her parents, Charles Xavier and Lilandra. And so if you read the X-Manhunt crossover at the end of that, the whole point of that crossover was Professor X wanting to do one more. There was one, what were they, like the eggs from Krakoa? Is that what they were?
Yeah.
He said there was one more, and his whole deal during that was to get that egg to resurrect Lilandra. And then when he did, they took off into space because he said, my daughter's in trouble. And that kind of tied in with Imperial. I thought that was actually really well done, the way they connected those dots, because it wasn't obvious at first. I was like, what in the world is this even about? Oh, he's trying to get Lilandra. He's going to go get wrapped up in Imperial. So this is all that. So when faced with the awesome power of the Shi'ar Imperial Guard, the only way to survive is run. So I'm looking forward to seeing maybe Professor X get in on some action a little bit, like maybe like mind controlling some aliens or whatever. So I'm excited for this because Imperial's been great. So this is our A cover. There's an Alex Ross Timeless variant of Professor X, and there's a Ricky Yagawa variant.
Oh, that's really nice.
How long did it take to draw all those little...
I think you just go into like a fugue state and you just
right,
keep going. Next up, a Star Wars series I'm very excited about. This is Star Wars Han Solo Hunt for the Falcon. I'm so excited for this era of post Return of the Jedi content. This kind of feels like the expanded universe when that's kind of where a lot of the stories took place was after Return of the Jedi with familiar faces. I love the High Republic, but I love some of our classic characters as well. This is by Rodney Barnes, and the art is by Raymond Rosanas. And before Force Awakens, uh, in Force Awakens, we saw that Han was not in possession of the Falcon. Rey and Finn and BB-8 got on the Falcon that was in Unkar Plutt's junkyard and flew off, and then Han ended up finding it, and there's a whole thing. But how did we get to that point? So, where's the Falcon? Han embarks on an adventure to get it back and return to a life of adventure. Because I imagine they're going to deal a little bit with post Return of the Jedi. Han is this adventurer, the scoundrel, and he's kind of been tied down now to being one of the good guys, one of the New Republic's main people. But that's not really his vibe. So after enlisting a less than enthusiastic Chewbacca, which I like that idea that
Yeah.
Chewbacca's like, nah, I'm good
Yeah, I'm
chilling
done,
now. The duo embarks upon a quest to reclaim the greatest ship in the galaxy, but standing in their way are a laundry list of rogues who have staked a claim to the Falcon, like the villainous scoundrel who stole it in the first place, Duquesne, who we saw in Force Awakens. So I'm very excited about this. It looks really, really fun. Lando's involved in this. Yeah, there's a whole new wave of Star Wars books coming out that are post Return of the Jedi that I cannot wait for. So we've got our A cover here. We have a Chris Sprouse Revenge of the Sith variant. It's very cool. Order 66 cover. We have a Dan Panosian cover and an EJ Sue cover, which I'm really interested to see. Are they going to go to Kashyyyk with Chewbacca? It's going to be great.
And why? Oh, I thought that the web was coming out off the screen. I was like, is that Spider-Man? Is he webbing up Chewbacca? That's a crossover I want.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Next up, we have Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man #1. This is going to be a 4-issue miniseries from James Tynion, and the art is by Danny and Brad Simpson. And Jack Griffin has always been invisible to the people around him, or at least in his own mind that he has. But when an experimental breakthrough presents a path to make his dreams of invisibility a reality, no one, not even the woman he loves, will stand in his way. And witness Griffin's legendary descent into madness as his humanity fades away and the monster inside is revealed, leaving only the Invisible Man. So this has been I haven't read any of these, but you've been reading all the.
Yeah, I think I've read all of them. Right? Yeah.
I feel ashamed that I haven't read any of them, but I keep meaning to. Maybe they'll release all of them in like one big book when they're all done. Cool. That would be cool.
A monster mash.
Very nice. Yeah. If they don't call it that, then I'm gonna be mad. So this is our A cover. There's a Joshua Middleton cover. There's a 1 in 10 David Aja variant. So this is an incentive variant, which we don't normally show, but this one was cool, and we'll probably.
Yeah, I just like this. It looks so noir.
Yeah.
You fools.
Yeah.
It's such a great thing.
But the price on the 1 in 10, we're not really sure yet. So you might get if you pre-order this one, you'll get a notification to approve it. And there's a blank sketch variant.
No, that's the Invisible Man.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who would win in a fight between Invisible Man and Invisible Woman?
Probably Invisible Woman, because Invisible Man can't like project invisibility. He just took a formula, and he's just a dude.
Right.
That's always funny that he's considered Universal Monster, because he's more of a man than a monster.
Yeah. Well, that's what even the solicitation was like. The monster inside is revealed. I'm like, isn't he just like angry?
There's times where he's not a good person, but compared with like Dracula, he can't really hold a candle.
Yeah.
Next up, this one's really exciting. This is Sonja Reborn. This is from Christopher Priest and Alessandro Miracolo, and a very different take on Red Sonja. So in this, in a contest to decide the fate of the world, the ancient and codependent gods of the light and the dark transport Maggie Sutherland, a young British clerk, from the year 2025 into the wilds of Hyboria, where she awakens transformed into the renowned Hykarian Bellatrix Red Sonja. Thrown headlong into a realm of gods and monsters, Maggie must quickly learn how to survive both the harsh environment and the constant threats posed by friends and foes alike as she struggles to find her way home. So it's a little I would like if it's a body swap also.
Yeah.
So Sonya
right.
ends up in 2025 in the body of someone else. But I think this sounds really fun. It's a new take on Sonya. It could be awesome, could be weird. I don't know, but I want to try it out. And we've got this great cover of this Sejic cover.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He draws dragons and armor and everything like no other. We also have a Joshua Middleton cover, a Chad Harden cover. See, there she's in like 2025.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe that does happen. There was a story quite a few years ago where that did happen. She got brought to the modern day. There's a Greg Land cover. And there is a blank sketch cover.
Next is Powers 25, number 1. This is from Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oming, and this is celebrating 25 years of Powers. It's a fun, dangerous, adult look at a world of heroes through the eyes of Special Homicide Officer Detective Cutter and her brand new partner, who is the first Power to ever make the Powers division, Mobius Moon. And they are under the watchful eyes of legendary captains Dina Pilgrim and Enki Sunrise. They were in the original, right?
I believe so.
And the new detectives are running through a minefield of new dangers, and they have to deal with an unsolvable murder as Cutter and Moon, or it has them questioning everything about the world and their place in it. So, you Powers fans, get ready because there's a new. Let's see if it's a miniseries. I'm not sure if it's miniseries or an ongoing, but yeah, Powers is back. So this is our A cover. There's a David Mack cover. There's a Mike Mignola cover, and David Marquez, which that looks really cool.
Yeah, you remember the show that was like a?
I never saw it. I remember.
It was a PlayStation exclusive show. It was very, very odd. But the Powers comic is great.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got another new Star Wars Tales from the Nightlands. This is by Kavan Scott and art by Sue Lee. This is going to be a 3-issue miniseries from Dark Horse. And this is cool because over the past few years, Kavan Scott has been doing these kind of Halloween, roughly themed, spooky Star Wars stories. I was involved in the Jabba's Palace hardcover. So for a while they were doing like a hardcover version. Now they're miniseries. Tales from the Rancor Pit, I think was maybe the first or second one. But this one's really cool. Because on this is basically the Star Wars equivalent of the Boogeyman. On Ryloth, whisper about the Nightlands, the realm where their spirits retire after death. Legend says nights when the veil is thinnest, you can speak with the shades who reside there. On one such night, Anakin Skywalker and his Twi'lek friend Daisha try to summon the ghost of a much-loved relative for a final goodbye. But when Anakin makes contact with the Nightlands, the answer is a thing. Is not a thing that's very friendly, because enter the Nightlander, the Star Wars version of the Boogeyman, who seeks to possess a living host and bring about chaos to the galaxy. So I think this sounds really, really cool, and it's just 3 issues. So definitely check this one out. We've got our A cover here, and there is an Ian McKeag cover, and that is your Nightlander Boogeyman creature concept design.
And next up is Black Diamond number 1. This is going to be a 4-issue miniseries from, is that Panic? That's a new publisher that I'm not super familiar with.
Yeah, I want to say they're well, that's who's doing Toma, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
So this sounds really cool. This is written by Brendan Columbus and the art is by Danilo Beyruth. And it's a gripping miniseries. It's described as Hitchcock's psychological tension mixed with the folk horror of The Wicker Man. This sounds really cool, though, because I like stories like this. It says, on a family ski trip, Owen and Victoria Welch's son is abducted, and a mysterious cult gives them an unthinkable choice: find another child to sacrifice or lose their own. As time runs out and the authorities close in, the couple must confront how far they'll go to save their family. I am fascinated by cults. I love stories about cults. I don't want to be in one, but I like reading about them because they're just so... I'm interested in how people can get wrapped up in them. So yeah, this sounds really cool. I'm looking forward to this.
It looks like there's a Wendigo on the cover.
Yeah, maybe there's... Yeah, I don't know if that's like a real monster or what, but this is our only cover as well.
Yeah, I'm excited when you get a new publisher like this and they come out the gate with some really cool sounding stuff. It really sets them up for, being one of the big noticed ones.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Murder Podcast. This sounds really cool. This is from Ignition Press, another pretty new publisher, and this is by Jeremy Wong and Mike Tisserand. And Jeremy Wong did the comic for Image, The Beauty, which was really cool. I really enjoyed that book. It's very disturbing, but it's also going to be a FX TV series coming up. So it's got some good credentials behind that. So this is about fans of a true crime podcast are surprised to find when a brand new episode of the show appears, and they thought this podcast, I guess it was a mini series or whatever, ended, and they're like, "Oh, there's a new episode. What's this all about?" Well, when they listen to the first episode, they find themselves overtaken by a murderous urge. One that only stops when the killer is stopped. So I guess the story in that, the killer that's in that, once they're stopped, leaving a gruesome death toll in its wake. Now, for Mina and her friends, these killings are just another topic of their daily gossip, a potential new case for the next true crime show they can't get enough of. Yet, as the killings get closer and closer to their own lives, it's becoming clear there is more going on below the surface than any of them realizes. This sounds awesome. I love podcasts. I love the kind of cult that grows around podcasts. And yeah, I love that this is definitely capitalizing on the success of all of the murder and true crime podcasts. So we've got our A cover here, which is by Jeremy Kwan. And there's a Tisserand variant, which is your interior artist.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too.
It sounds really cool, like a really unique idea. Next up, we got more Essential Comics, because this is a big week. Starting with Absolute Martian Manhunter. This has been a phenomenal series, and this is where it was initially supposed to end when it was a 6-issue miniseries. Mm-hmm. Now it's been made into a 12. So I feel like you're going to get kind of a big finale, at least for this first story arc here, because it's Green Martian versus White Martian, finally. John Jones versus madness itself as he fights to save his family and the world. This is going to be climactic. This is going to be huge. I can't wait to see what happens. And I can't wait to see what happens in these second 6 issues.
Right, yeah.
Because, this has all been part of that story. Who knows what can happen next, but I can't wait to see. This has been one of the most successful Absolute books so far because of how unique it is.
Yeah.
So we've got our A cover right here by, of course, Javier Fernandez. And we have an Amy Reeder cover and a Mitch Gerards cover.
And next is Absolute Wonder Woman number 11. Now, there's actually not a lot of information about this in the solicitation. It just says that the balance of power inside the maze is tilting with Diana's presence, but it may tilt into full-blown chaos. So we know that she's been in this maze for the last couple issues looking for an Amazon. She didn't find an Amazon, but she's found a whole bunch of other stuff. And it sounds like it's going to get crazier with this issue. So this is our A cover. We have a Derek Chu variant, which I want to see that sword again. She hasn't used. She's had that sword on every cover, but she's only used it once. So bring that back. And then there's a Gerald Perel variant.
That sword.
Yeah.
Next up, we have another new number 1. This one from Mad Cave called Red Vector. This is a 5-issue miniseries by David D.B. Andre and Tim Daniel with art by Chris Evenhouse. And in this, Cora Martinez has seen her fair share of conflict. She's now a Sonoran park ranger, and she straddles the line between sheltering desperate immigrants and steering others away from uncertain fate. She longs for a place where disputes such as these no longer exist, but a clash far bigger than any on Earth is about to rip heavens apart and crash land upon a doorstep when the arrival of 2 opposing combatants in the alien civil war through a rift in space, the Earthbound space opera from the creators of Crushed Depth. So that series that I think is either going on or just finished.
Yeah.
But yeah, it sounds really cool. She's used to dealing with the people and all of that, but a bigger threat comes, and I love the setting of the desert for this. So it sounds really cool. And Mad Cave has been putting out some great books. We've got our A cover here and a Megan Hetrick cover, which is a great kind of classic sci-fi homage. And next up, I put a lot of these in the row for me. I don't know why. Is Stitch #1. So a new. This isn't Lilo and Stitch. This is just Stitch by Connor Ratliff and Greta Zella. And this one sounds fun because it is more spotlighted on the villain, Dr. Jumba Jukiba, the scientist responsible for releasing Stitch out into the world. And he's kind of become a good guy, and he is now in danger of losing his membership to Eggs, the evil genius group slash syndicate. And he turned over a good leaf, but he doesn't want to lose his membership to this. He's spent a long time trying to get it. So he has to do something evil to keep his place in there. He's like, oh, I'll invent some evil inventions. That'll be good. But he didn't account that Stitch will crash through every invention that he tries to set up, because you just can't be evil around Stitch. So if you're a big fan of Lilo and Stitch as a character, we've got a brand new. I think it doesn't say it's a miniseries. I assume it's probably going to be 5 or 6 issues. That's how they usually go. But it looks really fun. We've got our A cover here by Edwin Gallman. We have a Jay Lee cover, a Losi variant.
That's like one of the mask variants.
Yeah, it is. Or it's like the Bugs Bunny at the end of the thing where it's just like just shows his head. And there is a Meyer variant.
This is Magic the Gathering Untold Stories Elspeth #1. This is going to be a 4-issue miniseries from Dan Waters and Owen Gianni. And I don't know a lot about Magic the Gathering, so this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But for you Magic fans out there, hopefully you'll understand this. It says that Elspeth is dead, but her story is not yet over. The sun god Heliod struck her down to the underworld, where she's forced to relive the worst moments of her life for all eternity. But Elspeth does not submit to despair. She emerges from each conflict a greater hero than before. So it looks like she's in the thick of it right here. I hope she uses that sword, unlike Wonder Woman, who just shows it off. But yeah, so Magic the Gathering fans, don't miss out on this new series. This is our A cover. There's a Vincenzo Riccardi variant and an Anna Steinbauer variant.
Next up, our next of the Mega Man Timelines books. This is Mega Man ZX Timelines #1. And I have not played any of the ZX games. I was just playing Mega Man X the other night and realized how bad I am at Mega Man games. They are so hard, but very fun. So this one is by Matt Moykan and art is by Dax Gordine. And yeah, this one set centuries in the future, following Mega Man, who has the combined powers of Biometal Z and Biometal X. So if you're a fan of the Mega Man series, definitely check this one out, because so far they've been really good. The Mega Man X issue that came out this week was really good. So yeah, these have been a lot of fun. We've got our A cover here and a Steinbeck cover as well.
This is Valiant Beyond All New Harbinger #1. So this is the next book. We've already talked about a couple, right? Didn't we talk about Bloodshot and was it Exo Man War? It wasn't Exo Man.
Wasn't Exo.
Oh, it was Shadow Man.
Shadow Man. Yeah.
So this is the next one. This is from Fred Branlanti, and the art is by Eric Tomeo. And this is a new jumping on point, just like the other ones. This is not connected to any other Valiant book whatsoever. This is they're starting from scratch
like they
again.
say on the cover: new origin, new universe, new start point.
Absolutely. So after the devastating fallout of the Harbinger Wars, humans and psiots are able to live together without conflict, but that doesn't mean that things are safe. Enter Harbinger, a super team composed of uniquely powerful psiots, including Archer, Flamingo, Alloy, and Crane, dedicated to protecting their city at any cost. And when the terrorist Black Sheep takes a building hostage, it's up to Harbinger to step up and stop her. Are they up to the test after recently losing one of their own? It's a trial by fire for Archer and the newest member of Harbinger. And I'm guessing that's Archer from Archer and Armstrong?
That's what I was just wondering.
It wouldn't be 2 Archers, right? I mean,
but it would be interesting to see, like, oh, he's now in this book.
Yeah. Or maybe
his origin is in this book.
Yeah, or maybe it'll lead to Archer and Armstrong. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this sounds really cool. I want to check out all of these new Valiant books.
When I see a new Valiant thing, I'm like, oh, I want that to be really good.
Yeah.
And I want to read that. And I hope these are all great and this is the next big thing because they have the characters to be able to do
That's
that.
the thing. It's like they have so many characters and such deep lore. I mean, it's not like this is a brand new thing. Like there's a lot of meat there to draw from. So I hope it's gonna be great. So this is our A cover. There's a Fajardo wraparound cover. There's a Calero connecting variant, a Ponce design variant, Ratchelin full art variant. So that's the version of the A cover. There's the Fajardo wraparound virgin variant, and there's the Calero connecting virgin variant also.
Yeah, so I can't wait for us to start talking about these on our Monday show.
Yeah.
I guess the first one will be getting his Bloodshot.
Yeah. That is Archer, right? Didn't he have the bow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. That reminds me of
he was raised in a cult too. That was
yeah,
his
that's
whole
right.
origin.
Yeah. That reminds me. Was his name Eric from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon in the 80s? He had the bow, and I loved it because it's like, oh, he's unlimited arrows. He can just do whatever he wants. That looks cool.
Yeah, it looks very, very cool. Next up, this is a big one. This is Superman number 29. And if you're not reading Superman, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
It is maybe the best book coming out. It is fantastic. I got a chance to read this issue earlier today. And once again, you are not ready for this. Just like with issue 28, 29 is huge. So, Superman and his new impossible ally, if you read 28, you'll know who that is, set out to the future to try and track down the Legion of Superheroes. Superman is worried about them since this Dark Legion attacked. What is going on in the 31st century? And what does it have to do with the Darkseid's Absolute Legion? So we saw a couple of members of the Absolute Legion. But after reading it, the solicitation is quaint compared to what happens in this issue. We've had a lot of questions about the future that Booster Gold saw in the All-In special. And was that the Absolute Universe? Was that just the future? What was that? You will find out in this issue that is. And what you'll learn about some of these seeds that are going to lead to the DCKO event. And I don't want to give anything else away, but you don't want to miss this issue because it is big.
Yeah. After this, don't tell me because I'm going to read this tonight. So don't tell me.
Oh, I'm going to immediately start spouting off everything, page by page.
Oh no!
So we've got our A cover here by Dan Mora. We've got a David Aja cover.
Like
we've got an Olivetti cover. Oh, who's that character? You'll find that out.
Oh, okay.
We've got a Tula Lotay cover with Lois, which I don't believe Lois appears in this issue. We've got a Bruno Redondo Artist Spotlight cover.
I feel like this one and the David Aja cover, it's almost like it's half of a blank sketch variant, so you can draw whatever you want to.
What kind of city do you want back there? Is it futuristic? Is it classic?
Yeah.
And we have a Dan Mora spot foil variant. These spot foils look so good. So I'm going to imagine either the background is foil or only Superman is not foil. But the one that came out for 28 was really, really nice.
Yeah, I'm going to get this one too. All right. To go along with that kind of sort of...
I missed the A cover on here.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, wait. So this is Justice League Unlimited number 10. And this is also planting some seeds for the upcoming DCKO event. The Quantum Quorum has warned the Justice League that apocalypse is coming. We saw that in issue number 9. Will the people of Earth be prepared to take drastic steps to save their world? What the heck does that mean? I don't know what the people of Earth are going to do. Shouldn't the heroes be dealing with it? But
everyone on Earth is going to climb on each other and make a giant human mech.
Oh, you know what they're going to do is they're going to Superman's going to summon a spirit ball, and they're all going to everybody on Earth is going to
energy.
Yeah, right. They're going to do that.
Like yeah.
We don't have the A cover on here, but I'm sure it wasn't
my fault, but it was probably my fault, but I'm not taking blame for it.
This is the Nathan Zerdy B cover. There's a Rastel Lynn cover, Sarah Baslane cover, and Bruno Redondo Artist Spotlight cover with Plastic Man.
That might be my favorite one so far.
That's great. I want just a book of him. I hope that's how they beat Darkseid or whoever they fight at the end. I hope that's how he wins the DCKO event.
That's what I told somebody earlier. It's like, everyone's like, oh, Superman's going to win. Plastic Man, all he's got to do is slip in your ear.
That's right. And just, yeah.
Yep. And then there's nothing left of you.
Yep.
Next up, it is time for Amazing Spider-Man number 11. This is a big issue. This issue was teased all the way back, like before issue 1
Yeah.
of this. So...
Is this Legacy 750, I believe?
It might be.
I think
it doesn't
it is,
say,
yeah.
but it might be. So, Spidey goes cosmic. And we still don't know how that happens, even though we're only a couple of issues away.
I think it's Legacy 950. 750 would have been a long time ago. I think it's Legacy 950.
So, Spidey Goes Cosmic, a tale of two Spideys, as one Spider-Man swings around the city and the other Spider-Man is found in a distant solar system running with strange companions. One companion is a strange character named Symbi. So you'll see that on some of the variants, the little symbiote sidekick. But what issue are we getting next week?
9.
Yeah. So a lot has to happen between 9 and 11 to figure out how we get to this point.
Yeah, and I do think I read something that's like the story right now with Hellgate leads into this. Like it's a result. This is a result of the story they're doing now. So it's not like it's going to be out of the blue.
Maybe that person that Hellgate's looking for is actually this other Spider-Man.
Maybe.
I don't know, but it does sound really interesting. This run of Spider-Man has been just very different. Very, it's kept my attention for sure. We've got a lot of covers for this one. They're really building this up to be big. It's our A cover. We have a Ben Sue Symbi variant. That's his little friend. A Javier Guerin spoiler variant. Spoiler: his friends are Rocket Raccoon and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
Very, very weird one there. A Yoon new costume variant, which that looks cool. I love the wings under the arms. Yeah. We have a Libramejo, which may be one of the best Libramejos I've seen.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to choose. I might have to get that one, though.
We've also, like you said before, we've seen a lot of the Spider-Man now with the web shooters on the outside of his costume. And I'm really wondering, what does that mean? What does that change?
I just hope it means it's Ben Reilly. I don't know. I just want a redemption for Ben.
Oh, maybe, yeah, this is Ben, and then the one in the future, is Peter.
Maybe. I don't know.
We've got a Luciano Vecchio Disney Stitch variant. We've got a Pepe Le Raw's promo variant. So I believe that's part of the art we saw a while ago, because it had like this Venom and Carnage and pumpkin bombs and who knows what else.
We've still got to have that Spider-Man Venom Carnage crossover story too that they teased in the free comic book day book. Like that's still out there somewhere.
We also, these are fun. These are the retro Halloween mask variants.
Order this and cut it out and wear it.
I doubt it will fit unless you got a
tiny
little head. And a Sanford Green variant, which is also really nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Gleason webhead covers.
This is Doctor Strange number 450. So nice like anniversary issue. As turmoil seizes Asgard, Doctor Strange's life is about to change forever as he stands on the threshold of a true journey into mystery. It turns out the past isn't quite done with him yet. So it says that fan favorite creators including Derek Landy, Christian Ward, Ashley Allen, and Ivan Fiorelli reveal untold tales of Stephen Strange's past, while current scribe Derek Landy reveals a glimpse of the future to come. So if you've been reading Doctor Strange of Asgard or just been wondering what the heck is next for Doctor Strange, because I don't think he's going to be Sorcerer Supreme after the One World Under Doom event is over because of what they teased at San Diego Comic-Con, this may give us an idea as to what is next for him when this is all done. So this is our A cover. There's a Kevin Nolan variant and a NetEase Marvel Rivals variant. Or no, I'm sorry, Mystic Mayhem. Is that different? What is this game? That is a different game. Yeah, Mystic Mayhem.
I'm not sure what it is though.
I don't think it's out yet, but it's a new mobile game, I think.
Okay. Next up, we have Star Wars Legacy of Vader, issue number 8. This one's cool because the Knights of Ren return with a new leader, Tava Ren, and learn the dark secrets of this mysterious group of villains. So delving deeper into the Ren, we saw the original Ren, and then when Kylo took over, and now we're going to learn a little bit more about the Knights of Ren. So very fun there. We've got our A cover here.
When do they fight the Knights of Stimpy? You have the Knights of Ren and Knights of Stimpy.
I got it. The Knights of Powder Toast Man.
Yeah, that's right.
We also have the Sprouse Revenge of the Sith 20th anniversary cover and a Stephanie Hans cover. And that new Knight of Ren looks really cool.
Yeah. This is Speed Racer number 2. And in this one, Speed enters the Sword Mountain qualifier with the goal of winning $1 million to save Pops' life. Because if you read the first issue, you know that Pops isn't doing so great right now. Racing at the pro level, though, means taking on corporate-backed legends, deadly rivals like Snake Oiler and the shadowy legacy of the Cat Team. And they are the ones responsible for Speed's brother's death, even though, spoiler alert, he's not dead, he's Racer X. Speed's going to have to decide to play it safe or drive like the street racer he truly is. So I really enjoyed the first one, but
I'm a demon on wheels.
He's true. That's what they say. I'm excited to read this, though, because the first issue was kind of setting up the story. I want to see him get into the big races with all the other cars and all the other shenanigans. So this is our A cover, and there's a Sean Galloway retro variant featuring Racer X.
Next up, we have Gehenna Naked Aggression number 3 of 4. I've just really been enjoying this. This is an all-out action book. Constant explosions and running and hijinks. And we saw at the end of the last one the premiere of this character called Public Defender. And in this one, Gehenna takes on the do-gooder Public Defender. So I'm really excited to see that. It's a very Wildcat looking character, very like brawly type thing. So just really enjoyed this book, and don't miss issue number 3. We've got our A cover here. We've got a Carl Kerschel variant and a Rifleman Polybag variant.
This is Godzilla number 2, the new Godzilla ongoing series. And this one, Jason and his fellow G-Force members made short work of Anguirus? The kaiju from last issue. But they were only able to defeat that kaiju because it was weakened by the same leeches currently fighting... Wait, because it was weakened by the same leeches currently fighting to bring Jason to a watery... Wait, great. No. Were they only able to defeat the kaiju because it was weakened by the same leeches currently fighting to bring Jason to a watery grave? Because at the end of last issue, he got dumped in the water. If these leeches are able to weaken kaiju, can G-Force weaponize them in their mission to kill Godzilla? And also learn more about Lament, who we saw at the very end of last issue, the mysterious new kaiju who seems to be puppeteering from the shadows. The crazy thing about that was it's a kaiju that talks and seems to be intelligent, like strategic, you know. So a big new villain there.
Hopefully they get a leech launcher.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. This is the C cover.
That was the only one that was on there.
Okay.
So I don't know, but that was the only cover available.
The other one should be there by this weekend when you check the website. Yeah.
Next up, we got continuing stories, starting with all new Venom number 10. This is going to be a big issue because this is Venom versus Mary Jane. MJ's life is upside down and there's one symbiote to blame. It's the argument of the century as the world's strangest roommates air their dirty laundry. But when the last word is said, will any relationship be left standing? I hope not. I hope her and Paul's relationship crumbles to the ground and catches on fire and then blows away with the wind. But we have issue number, is it 9 that comes out next week?
Yeah.
So 9 will be going over on the Monday show. Very cool. We've got our A cover right here. We've got the Alex Timeless cover too, which I doubt Cloak appears in this issue, but it's a cool cover.
It would be neat. This is Mr. Terrific Year 1, number 4. I thought this was only a 4-issue miniseries, but it's 6. So this is 4 of 6. Michael Holt's first outing as Mr. Terrific goes terribly wrong, and if you read the last issue, you saw it go terribly wrong. And he barely escapes with his life. But just as he's about to hang up his jacket for good, Bruce Wayne arrives at his doorstep with an unexpected proposal.
Will you marry me?
I wonder what he'll say. I didn't even see Batman on the cover there. Nice. So yeah, this has been a pretty cool series. I'm looking forward to this. So this is our A cover from Dan Mora, and there's a Greg Smallwood variant.
Next up, we have the 6-gun Battle for the 6, and number 2 of 3. Not a whole lot to say. Hopefully you read number 1 and enjoyed it. Great being back in the world of Cullen Bunn and Brian Hurt, Bill Crabtree, that they started over 15 years ago. But yeah, Issue 1 was great. This is only a 3-issue miniseries, so don't miss out on the middle part of that. We've got our A cover here, and we have a Schnall variant.
This is news from the Fallout #3, and there's not a lot of information about this, but it just does say that as the Rotten, in that, I guess we learned what these zombies are called. They're called the Rotten. As they descend on Old Joe's Diner, the patrons must make a fateful decision whether to stay there or to try their luck on the road to Las Vegas. And all of issue #2 was the main guy trying to get them to do something, to barricade the doors or to leave or whatever. And they're like, whatever, you're silly. So I guess maybe they'll start taking it seriously here. This is our A cover, and there's an Andrew McLean variant.
I like that one. That's cool. Next, we got cover galleries. Some really cool covers we wanted you to see. Starting with Flash #24. This is the Asrar cover. Sliding into home.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got the Bruno Redondo Artist Spotlight cover.
I really want classic Flash costume back. This is Green Arrow #27, and this is the Gavin Guidry variant. There's the Bruno Redondo artist variant. There's the David Parator variant. Oh, yeah, this is Green Lantern 26. Sorry.
I just combined the greens.
Yeah, that makes sense. So this is Green Lantern saying, hey, Absolute Wonder Woman, I can have a big sword as well. That's from David Parator. There's a Serge Acuna variant. That's great. And there's a Bruno Redondo Artist Spotlight variant.
And the planets make the lantern symbol, which is really nice. Next up, we have a Wolverine #13. This is the Alex Ross Timeless variant. We have what they're calling the Foreshadow logo variant. And so we know we're getting a series called The Last Wolverine for the Age of Revelation.
I believe so, yeah.
So you'll see another one of these here in a minute. And a really nice Mark Brooks cover.
This is Laura Kinney Wolverine #10. This is the Alex Ross Timeless variant with Dazzler. And then the Foreshadow logo variant. We know about Laura Kinney Sabretooth. I want to know what's up with that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Magic #9. This is the Alex Ross Timeless variant with Havoc. And maybe the worst costume he ever had.
Oh, yeah. This is Avengers #30, the Retro Halloween Mask variant. Please, somebody cut this out and wear it.
You're still up. No, it's me. Uncanny X-Men #20, Alex Ross variant. This time with Rogue. We've got a Fan Yang Rogue cover, which is really nice, and a Ryan Gonzalez cover.
This is Lost Fantasy #4, the Alex Diodo variant, and I love that they've done video game homage variants for all these.
Now Bloodborne. And next up, very weird, we have Hello Darkness at #14. This is the Wayshack variant, and yeah, just horrible to look at. Next up, we got Bookshelf, some collected editions and graphic novels you should check out, starting with...
This is DC Finest, Supergirl, Body and Soul. So this is going to be $39.99. This collects Supergirl stories from 1996 to 1998, including Supergirl #1 through 18 from that late 90s era, Supergirl Annual 1 and 2, Showcase 96 #8, and Supergirl Plus #1. So some cool late 90s Supergirl.
Next up, I can't wait for this. I've already pre-ordered it. This is Battle Pope 25th Anniversary Deluxe Hardcover. If you want to check out one of Robert Kirkman's earliest creator-owned stories, check out Battle Pope. This is by Robert Kirkman, Tony Moore, who of course went on to do the first 7 issues of Walking Dead with Robert Kirkman, Corey Walker, who went on to do the first 6.5 issues of Invincible, and more. This series is nuts. It's so over the top, as you can tell from the cover here. And this collects the entire series of Battle Pope, which collected before in like 3 or 4 trade paperbacks. Plus, this has a ton of like bonus content and sketches and everything. And it is going to be $49.99.
This is the Green Lantern by Robert Venditti Omnibus Volume 1. And this is going to be $100, and it collects... This is the New 52 stuff, right?
Yeah,
Or is it Rebirth?
No, this is New 52.
Yeah, New 52, yeah. So this collects Green Lantern number 21 through 34 from the New 52 era, and Green Lantern Corps number 21 through 34, and lots more. The Green Lantern books from New 52 were some of the better ones. I didn't love all of New 52.
This picked up after Jeff Johns' run.
Did he still write it at the beginning of New 52?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of the weird books that carried over.
Oh, that's right.
And it didn't make any sense because Blackest Night still happened, but the heroes that were in it didn't exist.
I remember that now. Yeah, that was weird. But this
Robert Venditti's run was really, really good.
Yeah. I love Green Lantern. I'm going to check this out. It's just, and that's the only cover, too. Sometimes there's multiple.
Yeah, and just $100, too, which is a good lower price. Next up, I can't wait for this one. This is Jonah Hex All-Star Western Omnibus. This is by Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray with a bunch of different artists on board, including Darwin Cook doing this cover. And this collects issues 0 through 34. This was a New 52 series, but this was a really interesting one where Jonah Hex actually encountered Gotham. And early days of Gotham, and then later went to present day Gotham. See how Jonah Hex deals with all of that. Anytime you had Jimmy Palmiotti and Justin Gray working on Jonah Hex, it was phenomenal. One of my favorite series was their run before this, so don't miss out on this one. You get 0 through 34 for $125.
This is Expecting the Unexpected. This is a trade paperback. I think it's a. I don't know that it's collecting anything.
No, I think it's like a graphic.
Oh yeah, novel. A graphic novel from. Yeah. I really wish it were called What to Expect When You're Expecting the Unexpected.
Oh, that would have been
missed opportunity. But this is written by Rhonda Rousey, and the art is by Mike Deodato Jr. It's about this woman here. Her code name is Mom, and she has a fake baby bump filled with guns. She's built a reputation as one of the deadliest hit women on the planet, but on the verge of her big break in the criminal underworld, she makes a fateful decision, which is sleeping with a potential target who also happens to be a top-ranked assassin. And she shouldn't have done that because that gets a bounty put on her head. And what follows is a wild mashup of action, adventure, comedy, and romance as newly pregnant Mom fights wave after wave, fights off wave after wave of assassins. So I guess the baby bump goes from being fake with guns in it to real with a baby in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, a new graphic novel from, and I believe this is from AWA.
Yeah, I saw some preview pages of this, and it looks really good. Next up, our first volume of Rocketfellers finally is coming out, of course, by Pete Tomasi and Francis Manapul. This collects issues 1 through 6 of the Ghost Machine series that is, parts of Fantastic Four and the Jetsons and much, much more. Very awesome, fantastic art. You can get it all here for $14.99.
This is Spider-Gwen, Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider
Talk much.
Modern Era Epic Collection, Gwenom. So this is going to be $49.99 and collects issues 25 through 34 of the 2015 Spider-Gwen series, issues 1 through 10 of the Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider series from 2018, and a few more other issues as well. So just a lot of good Spider-Gwen right here, especially if you're wanting to gear up for the new Spider-Gwen series that's coming out real soon.
Yeah, this is called Gwenom because this is when she gets the symbiote.
Oh, which has been persistent all the way up until recently.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And $49.99.
And next up, we got new printing, starting with a series I love. We've only got the first issue of it, but it's already fantastic. Oh, yeah. This is Ghost Pepper #1, the second printing. So if you missed out on the first, don't miss out on this. This is the Lullaby cover, who's also your creator of it. And there is also the Art Germ variant, which was also a cover for the regular edition. So I'm not sure how this one is different, but here you go.
It's a second printing. And I may get that because I love this series too, and I didn't buy the first issue, but I love these Art Germ covers, so I might snatch this one up.
Yeah, there's great artists on each of the covers. Yeah. #3 has a Humberto Ramos cover. So cool.
And then this is Action Comics #23, the facsimile edition. If you're still riding high on Superman, you can get a classic issue. So this is from Joe Shuster, the A cover, and then there's also a foil version and then a blank variant as well.
Well, I think That's it.
Mm-hmm.
For Comics from the Future this week, like we said, huge show. I mean, the first handful of books are some of the biggest books of the year. Don't miss out on pre-ordering the A covers, the variants, whichever ones you want, because now is the time to do it before they are released and sell out almost immediately.
Thankfully, Deadpool Batman, Batman #1, and Immortal Legend Batman, they all come out on different days.
Yeah.
So your wallet can
Three
rest easy a
separate
little
weeks,
bit. Yeah.
but that means you're going to have 3 weeks in a row of you got to make sure you're at the comic book store because some great stuff is coming out. Make sure to go to infinityflux.net where you can place those pre-orders. Pre-orders are due Sunday by 9 o'clock. And check out our other videos on the channel. We did a San Diego Comic-Con follow-up letter show video that is up there right now that you can watch that we did live. Talked about all of the cool announcements and everything from the comic side of San Diego Comic-Con. And check out our video coming out on Monday where we'll be going over a lot of the really great books that are coming out next week, like the return of One World Under Doom.
Mm-hmm.
We've got
Captain America #2.
Captain America #2.
We've got Amazing Spider-Man #9, which that one sounded interesting because I think that's the one where Peter finds out about Mary Jane and Venom. I think. Not sure yet.
I think you're right. When I skimmed through it, it looked right. So don't miss out on our Monday show. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the videos. And until next time, see ya.